Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, December 7, 2022. Thousands of residents in Clarendon now have access to improved health services following the renovation of the Chapelton Community Hospital. The rehabilitated hospital was officially reopened yesterday by the Prime Minister, Health Minister, and other key government officials. The project was undertaken at a cost of $309 million through funding from the Chase Fund, the National Health Fund, and Jamaican businesswoman and philanthropist Beverly Nichols. Prime Minister Andrew Holness thanked Miss Nichols, who was born in Blackwoods and immigrated to the United States, for her $1 million assistance to the project through her Push Start Foundation.
And I want to use you, Beverly, as an example. Let us build our homeland. Let us build where we belong, so that you will always have the real option of returning here to live. Jamaica, the place of choice to live, raise your families, do business, and retire in paradise.
Chapelton Hospital's main building was rehabilitated, in addition to the construction of an ambulance bay and upgrading of a ramp to allow for stretcher access. The minor operating theatre was restored, and medical gas and a fire detection and alarm system was installed, in addition to plumbing and electrical works. The facility now boasts a new 20-bed ward named the Beverly Nichols Pavilion. It also has a new pharmacy, expanded food service department, additional parking, and other amenities. Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Christopher Tufton, says the project has been money well spent and tangible evidence of the importance of partnership.
And I really hope that this will be an encouragement to others who may be tempted to give but concerned about how those resources are accounted for, to recognize that there is a way to get it right. And this is an example of that.
Member of Parliament for Clarendon North Central, Robert Morgan, says the reopened hospital will not only improve access to health care, but also drive economic development in the area.
No longer will we all have to take the long journey to Maypen to get emergency medical help? While the health aspect of the hospital is important, the hospital as a centripetal force in drawing people to the community who can improve our economic prospects is also significant.
In other health news, on Tuesday, the ministry received another batch of cold chain equipment to increase government storage capacity for COVID-19 vaccines. The donation, which includes 2 Land Cruiser refrigerator vehicles and cold boxes, will also support other supplemental immunization activities and routine vaccines for the next 5 years. They were provided courtesy of $1 million in grant funding from the government of Japan. The partnership for the supplies also includes UNICEF. State Minister of Health and Wellness Juliet Cuthbert-Flynn says that as part of the long-term strategic plan, government will receive a 40 cubic meter walk-in cold freezer room next year. She says the equipment will assist the island-wide immunization and vaccination drive. The Falmouth Fire Station in Trelawney has been outfitted with technological equipment to support in-house training and emergency services provided by the unit. The devices, which value more than $1.5 million, were supplied and handed over by the Universal Service Fund, USF. They include 3 desktop computers, 2 laptops, 1 multifunction printer, 1 projector, and a projector screen. Deputy Commissioner in charge of operations Kevin Houghton thanked the USF for being an integral partner in the advancement of ICT within the fire brigade, especially in the area of training.
One of the things that we wanted to change is a turnaround time in how we recruit persons. And I must tell you that because of your last donation to us, we have significantly cut down the turnaround time in our recruitment process. Right now, once an applicant do the entrance test and click finish, he or she can get the results instantly.
Member of Parliament for Southern Trelawney, Marissa Dalrymple Philibert, is also commending the USF for the support, which she says is a rich investment in the town's fire service.
These pieces of equipment will enable our firefighters to conduct simulation exercises. It will enable them to conduct tactical decision-making exercises and to establish and maintain administrative digital records.
The Ministry of Education and Youth has announced that it is significantly closer to achieving its 72 priority targets out of the more than 190 recommendations outlined in the Jamaica Education Transformation Commission JETC report. Acting Permanent Secretary for the Ministry, Maureen Dwyer, says one of the targets reached is the identification of a top candidate for the position of Chief Education Transformation Officer.
We've gone through the process. It took a little while. We had applicants from not just Jamaica, but overseas. We expect that before the end of this month, we should be able to name that person to the public.
Ms. Dwyer was speaking at the recent Education Transformation Oversight Committee ETOC press conference. She says the ministry is also in the process of hiring a project lead who should be in place by December 16, as well as administrative personnel and a communication strategist expected to be on the team by January of next year. And finally, Education Minister Fable Williams says contracts are in place to provide broadband connectivity to 554 schools. While addressing the recent ETOC press briefing, the minister disclosed that 377 schools already have adequate internet service.
There was an assessment done of all the schools, looked at what their population was, and a decision was made that for each student, here is how much broadband connectivity we should allocate to these schools. And so if you go to these 377 schools, it should be quite evident to you that there's good connectivity in these schools.
She says the ministry will continue to secure connectivity for other institutions while giving priority to other domains, including governance and accountability, early childhood education, the teaching curriculum, and finance. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.